Hey, how's it going? Before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick update on the Discord server. We now have unusual options activity and options sweeps and blocks alerts in the Discord server, all free of charge, included with your membership once you join. Normally this would cost tens, if not hundreds of dollars a month. So if you're looking to trade with the big money, with the institutional investors, you can get access to that data for free if you join our Discord server. And like I said, as always, the early bird gets the worm. You can lock in a low monthly rate for your lifetime of your membership. So if you're not in there already, you're certainly missing out. We have a great trading group in there. We are most active during market hours where you can bounce ideas off one another, compare trades, compare technical analyses. We also have some bots that will do technical analysis for you on the fly. So make sure you come check it out, and let's get on to the video. Hey guys, how's it going? Solo back here with another video, and in this video I want to talk about why I think AMD is poised for a very big and very green month in the month of October. So let's get right into it. If you haven't checked it out already, I've made a technical analysis video on AMD that I released earlier today. So if you want to look at the TA, take a look at that video. But today, and in this video, I'm going to be mainly talking about all the news and rumors that are coming out on AMD and why I am heavily invested in AMD in shares, and why I'm also going to be looking at playing AMD options to get even more profit, hopefully the entire month of October. So let's get right into it. If you haven't heard yet, this coming Thursday, October 8th, AMD is going to release their new Zen 3 CPU, the AMD Ryzen 5000 series. And as we can see in this article, there's a lot of hype already around AMD, but this is just confirming some of the specs that have been rumored to drop. And then also later in the month, on October 28th, AMD is going to be releasing their new RDNA 2 graphics cards. So that's why I think the whole month of AMD is going to be great. And then also on October 27th, AMD has their earnings session coming up. So I'm sure towards the end of the month, the premiums for options on AMD are going to be very juicy. And like I said, we'll probably have a big run up this coming trading week up until the Zen 3 launch, and then another run up at the end of the month up to earnings and also the new graphics card launch. But taking a look at some of the leaks and benchmarks that have been coming out over the past few days now, the leaks are showing that their new CPU is up to 15% faster in multi-threaded operations and 25% faster in single-threaded sets compared to the Ryzen 9 3900X. So that is great news. Again, that is only good news for investors like myself that are heavily invested in AMD shares and options. I mean, we can see there's some leaked images here, and this is showing that in the single core test, it was 27% faster than the Ryzen 7 3700X and up to 25% faster than the Ryzen 9 3900X. So big improvements compared to the prior generation. And then also, it showed a massive 75% improvement over the 3700X and 15% improvement over the 3900X in terms of multi-threaded performances. So all the leaks right now, all the rumored benchmarks are coming out looking like this is going to be another great seller for AMD. And I think with that comes a decline in Intel. So I think my play right now for this week, or this month I should say, would be very bullish on AMD, but at the same time, I would also be very bearish on their competition with Intel, because the more market space AMD grabs from Intel, obviously that's not looking good for their investors on that side. So I am definitely team red this month in terms of AMD, because I think they're going to unleash the specs for this Zen 3 chipset, and I truly think it's going to be a game changer. So I am fully expecting a big run up this coming trading week up until Thursday at least. And then if the conferences go as well as planned, then I think Friday will have a very big green day going into the weekend. Again, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion and how I am going to be basing my trades. I currently own 200 shares of AMD, and I own them at $85 a share, not accounting for the reduction in cost basis by selling covered calls the past few weeks. But I am fully intending to try and hold on to my shares at least for the month of October, because I think we could hit $90 or $100 or more per share in terms of the value of a single share of AMD. And if that's the case, I mean, if I can get $10 or $15 of profit per share at least, times 200 shares, just do the quick math on that, 200 shares times, let's just say $15 of profit if AMD gets to 100, that's an easy $3,000 in 1 month of holding AMD shares for my 200 shares. So I am really, really bullish on AMD right now. I mean, you can read through these articles and check out the specs. I'm bullish for the whole month on AMD is because of Big Navi, or their new GPU that they're going to unveil on October 28th. And now here's the interesting thing, because the plot thickens. The other reason I think AMD is going to set this stock market on fire this month is because AMD has long been confirmed to be the supplier for the new Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. So as we get closer to the holiday season and these new game consoles are unleashed, you know AMD's share price is going to go up just because of that as well. Because you know this Christmas or this holiday season, the Xbox and the PlayStation 5 is going to be at the top of everybody's wish list, including mine. So that's just another reason why I think the entire quarter of this year, the entire fourth quarter, I think AMD is going to have a huge run up, and I certainly want to be a part of that, and I certainly want to profit from that. So right now, the rumored pricing is somewhere between $550 and $600 for the new RX 6900 XT. But again, this is just rumor. We'll have to confirm it on October 28th. But here's the other kind of kicker here. So NVIDIA, they released their new graphics cards a few weeks ago. They had their press release conference. And here's the interesting thing. So their new RTX 3070, they delayed the launch to October 29th, right? I don't think it was a coincidence that they decided to launch their new graphics card the day after AMD's conference. It seems like they're trying to steal a little bit of AMD's thunder because that's what AMD did to them last year. But it looks like it's a little bit of a scare tactic on NVIDIA's part, because if they were confident that their new GPUs were going to outperform AMD's offerings at maybe a similar or lower price point, then why try and undercut them? So I think, and this is just my opinion, but I think NVIDIA also knows that AMD's graphics cards are going to be game-changing, and they're trying to kind of undercut some of the hype that's going to come of AMD's conference. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, this article says that they're doing it for stock or inventory shortages, but I mean, you knew what your inventory was when you set your initial release date. So did you think that the demand was not going to be as high as you thought it was? I doubt it. I think these are just some, next level tactics that NVIDIA is trying to play to try and pump up or make their graphics card look a little bit better than AMD's, or steal a little bit of AMD's thunder. But, honestly, all signs that I'm seeing right now point to AMD having a spectacular month and spectacular fourth quarter. I am certainly going to be keeping a close eye on my AMD shares and the AMD share stock price, because like I said, my goal is to sell covered calls all throughout the next 3 months and keep hold of these shares in my stock and let them stock appreciate, so then at some point, if we have an overall market downturn, or if kind of the buzz around AMD fizzles out, then I can sell off my shares for a big profit, in addition to all the covered call premium that I've collected along the way. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you plan on buying some of these AMD products. I know personally, I have an aging CPU and an aging graphics card. In fact, I'm planning on building a whole new computer at some point. So I'm certainly going to be keeping a close eye on the new Zen 3 CPU and the new graphics cards, because if they're as great as some of these leaks suggest they are, then I'm going to be Team Red all the way. As always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the YouTube comments below. If you're not in our Discord trading group, you are missing out. We are active 24/7, most active during market hours. And as always, happy trading.